your thoughts on, I guess, the preseason prediction of being picked seventh?
I don't know anything about that. I just know that we've had 13 practices, and the thing I like about our team is we're having really competitive practices, which makes practices really, really good. We got a little bit of a Noah's Ark thing going with our team, and then we've got a couple point guards, two or three point guards. Ronnie Johnson, Galen Robinson, L.J. Rose all can play point guard. We've got some good depth at the two. Rob Gray, Eric Weary, L.J. Rose can play some two. We've got really good depth at the three. Damian Dotson, Ron Barnes, Eric Weary can play some three. So that's seven guards. You know, that's how you get better in college basketball over the course of years in practice. I don't care what Iverson said. Practice is important, especially this time of year. And then inside, we've got five guys. Kyle Meyer and Bert Colley at the five. Devontae Pollard, Chicken Knowles, Xavier Dupree at the four. Chicken can go both ways. Xavier can go both ways, 4 or 5. So I just like our depth. You know, all I know is in 2002, I thought I had the best team in the United States. We went to the Final Four. We were a 1 or 2 seed. I can't remember. We weren't even preseason top 25 that year. So, not to neglect your question, but prognostications and where you're picked really mean nothing to me.
How is LJ? Is LJ healthy and ready? Does he look good in practice so far?
Yeah, yeah. He's the biggest problem that he fights is getting himself in shape because he didn't do anything from February 18th until October 11th. No conditioning, no nothing. I think he rode an Alter G, which is a gravity treadmill. I'm not sure how good a workout you get on that thing. So, he gained weight. He's got to get his weight down, got to get his body fat down. He's got to get his body back in shape. He looks more like a pulling guard than he does a point guard right now. But LJ's been through this a few times. He's had some bad luck. It's nobody's fault. He just was born with a brittle foot. He broke it 3 times, same foot. And I think when you have that, there's a psychological component that you fight through. But LJ's a great kid. I love him to death. A lot of kids would have quit after what he's been through. But LJ has hung in there. I have a lot of respect for that young man. Just to be around it, I see the kind of teammate he is. I see the kind of person he is. Like going to China this summer, couldn't play, but he was on that bench cheering for his teammates, offering advice to Galen, taking Galen under his wing. That's the camaraderie and the chemistry we have on this team is really impressive. That's why those prognostications mean nothing to us.
Has anyone surprised you in practices thus far?
Well, I had him. We started practicing July 28th, so I've coached him 4 times, so I kind of know him now. I don't know that there's been any surprise. I do think that Rob Gray, not a lot of people talk about him. He's kind of been under the radar. But all our kids have interesting stories. For instance, Rob was on a recruiting visit in Tennessee. He had committed to Tennessee. He wakes up while he was on his visit, I think on a Friday, he committed. Saturday morning, the assistant coach knocks on his door to tell him that Coach Donnie Tyndall got fired. Next weekend, he was in Houston, committed to us. So that was a kid that was going to be a starting point guard probably in the SEC, and he's going to be our starting 2 guard. Ronnie Johnson started 59 games at Purdue. Damian Dotson started 2 years at Oregon. L.J. Rose came from Baylor. So we've got a lot of interest. We've got an interesting mix. I don't know. I would say that it's eclectic, but it takes a lot of work to get a group like this to mesh, and they have. That China trip was unbelievable for us. Really, really important.
Talk about the importance of having a loud, full off-ramp pavilion.
Yeah, Yeah, we often debate what comes first, the chicken or the egg, but in that college athletics, winning comes first. But you know what? Every program that I've been to, it gets evaluated by when you left it. Like when we left Washington State, we were packing. I remember playing that last weekend, the games we had Stanford and Cal. Stanford had Brevin Knight. They were ranked in the top 20. Cal had Lamont Murray and Jason Kidd. They were ranked in the top 10. We beat them both, and we were ranked, and our arena was packed full. But it wasn't like that when we went there. You know, some lean years. We had a couple of lean years building that program. At Oklahoma, I was there 12 years. We were ranked in the top 25, 12 consecutive years. But I remember those first couple of years, facilities not very good at all. Fan attendance, a lot of basketball apathy. Now when we left there, we had it rolling. Houston, same thing. Facilities not very good. Fan apathy, check. But we're going to get this going. We're getting ready to move into a state-of-the-art facility here in the next couple weeks. That thing is a Taj Mahal. It is state-of-the-art and it is beautiful. We're going to be announcing the start of the renovation of Hot Finds here pretty soon. So the facility thing is going to be a check. We're going to have beautiful facilities. We just got a commitment from two kids, and when they got interviewed, it just made me feel good to say part of the reasons why they committed was because of how beautiful Houston's basketball facilities were. And I'm going, oh yeah, we do have beautiful facilities now.
Coach, if you can, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And then with the couple hot finds with that, the recruiting classes we have coming in, we're going to get that going. But you got to win first, and it starts with the students. We can't depend on our alumni to come to Tuesday and Thursday and Wednesday night games. I expect them to be there on weekends. The key to getting your fan base going in a full high finds has to start with our students, and we're doing a lot more things this year with marketing, a lot more creative, made more of a commitment to marketing basketball this year. So I think that'll pay dividends.
Coaches talk about moving into programs and doing challenges on the floor, but you've talked about more so about facilities and what they mean, not to just the campus, but more toward recruiting. How much is it are you taking that challenge on a day-to-day basis and just running with it full steam?
I think it's a coach's responsibility to stir investment in their program, and you have to do it. And if you don't do it, who will? Look at football right now. Football's doing great. And you think of the people that's in charge of our marketing and our promotions. Well, right now they could care less about basketball. They're focused on football. We don't have a big enough staff to have carryover for basketball. So you better believe I do this on a daily basis. If I'm not promoting and marketing my program right now, it's not getting promoted in marketing. We don't have anybody devoted to that. But we do that out of our office. We hired my daughter in marketing this year, and she's doing a tremendous job. But what if we didn't have her? Who would be doing this? That's why, as a coach at a school like Houston, you better have a little chip on your shoulder. And you better roll up your sleeve and get a lot of your own work done. Because you realize that if you don't do it, it may not get done. I want people to come to our basketball games. And I have to take some responsibility for that. I can't sit back and depend on other people. I found that out last year. I realized that if we're going to get this done, it better come out of my office. That's why I can't tell you what a great job that Lauren's doing, and some of the people she's recruited for her. But we're doing things this year to get people on high fives we've never done before. But it's a commitment, and it's like recruiting. If you're not working at getting people to come into high fives every day, it's not going to happen. For instance, on November 10th, we're going to have a banquet honoring Elvin Hayes. And we're going to have about 400 or 500 people at that banquet. We're starting a tradition where we have a red-white scrimmage. We're going to pick out Saturday of the home football game. This Saturday we play Vanderbilt at 6, and we have a home football game at 3. Well, I called up Tom yesterday. I said, Tom, I need a favor. Anything, Coach. I said, I need you to start tweeting on your Twitter account to get some people to come to our red and white scrimmage. You know, so I knew I had to do that because I knew that the other people in marketing, they're doing football. They're not going to be worried about basketball. Well, you can't start marketing basketball in January or December. It's got to be a year-round thing. You really think that some of these great basketball schools start marketing their program after the season starts? No, it's before the season starts. That's been a little bit of a spare my heel a little bit, the way that's been handled at Houston. But as long as I know the lay of the land, here's what we've got to do. And we've been doing a good job now, and I think we're working at it. But again, you got to win. You know, you can do all the work you want to do. You have all the red, white scrimmages, have all the banquets, go speak to the students, have them come in, buy pizza for them, do all these things you want to for them. The thing that markets basketball more than anything else is winning. And I think this is the year we start doing that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, guys.